Hey, 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 Aspen Mountain peeps. Happy Wednesday to you. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I really need to apologize. Monday and Tuesday did not get alive. We've been ultra busy here at the shop. Yesterday we had a guy call in sick, so I was running around and trying to help with the jobs that we were on. We have had a busy week, a busy few months actually, and that's good. We're happy to have it. Is your water heater temperature set too high? Are you in a danger zone? Is it safe to have it set that high? We're going to talk about that here in a minute. First of all, if you're watching this on Facebook, you're watching live, type in live. If you're watching this on replay, type in replay. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, please. Click on the little bell. You'll get notifications every time we come live. It's a wonderful way to learn, and we can save you some money here. You just gotta watch. We've been really busy this week. We've been having the class that we did last month. We're having it this month, and give me 1 second here. Gotta get my guy some keys. All right, and so I've been busy doing the class. I've been trying to teach about tankless water heaters and regular water heaters and water softeners, and just trying to teach plumbers around the nation, try to help them out. And I really enjoy it. It gives me an opportunity to not only share what I know, but to be able to help other companies in other places, to help customers in other places. And that's really what we got into plumbing for to begin with, was to help people out. So is your water heater at a safe temperature? And that's a great question. I got some statistics here. I don't usually do statistics, but I got some statistics here. According to the United States poll, in the United States, scald injuries from tap water sent 112,000 people to the emergency room each year, and hospitalizes nearly 7,000 small children, elderly, and persons with disabilities because of scalding. And that can all be remedied by a simple thing. Now, there's a couple different devices we have out there now that we can actually remedy this with. The very first device I'll make mention of is a thermostatic control valve. And basically what that is, it's just a temperature control. And all your shower valves are now getting that installed into it per code. But you can also put that on top of your water heater. It's just a control where you mix the cold back into the hot and it brings the temperature down. I do that on every single residential water heater I ever do, is I put a thermostatic control valve. But the best way you can do this is prevent it yourself by doing a check on your water heater. Now with a tankless water heater, something like this, let me flip it around real quick. With a tankless water heater, you can just set that temperature right here. The safe temperature, 120 degrees. That will take forever for somebody to get scalded with. So that's the safest temperature, and it's enough to kill bacteria in dishes. When you're doing dishwasher, when it's straight hot coming into the dishwasher, 120 degrees, it's safe enough not to burn somebody and scald somebody, but it's also safe enough to kill bacteria on your hands when you're washing them and on your dishes. So especially with COVID, that's a big deal. We need to make sure that our water's hot enough, but we don't want it too hot to where it's burning somebody. So how do we do this on a regular water heater like this? Well, on a regular water heater like this is your temperature valve. Now, most people will bring it up and they'll bring it to A. A is about 130 degrees, okay? Bringing it down to the triangle puts you at 120, all right? The larger the letters, so B, C, and very hot, those are dangerous zones. We should never be putting it into that zone. If you're at a point where it's not hot enough and your temperature is set at A, you need to give us, a professional plumber, a call, because what's happened is either, and I can show you a perfect example of this, you either have that taking place where your thermostatic rod is covered in calcium to where it's not reading it right, and you need a flushing, or your water heater is getting to the point where it may just need to be replaced. This is a sign of a failing water heater, is that the temperature is not keeping up. And that's usually a sign that it's never been flushed. Now, recommended by manufacturers that the water heater needs to be flushed once a year. With water softeners, you could probably reduce that flushing, but it's recommended by the manufacturer. So as a plumber, I'm going to tell you, you need to do it. Now, I can tell you 120 degree temperature of water takes 5 minutes or more to burn somebody. 130 degrees takes 30 seconds. 140 degrees takes less than 5 seconds. 150 degrees, less than 1.5 seconds. And 160 degrees, half a second. So, I mean, there is literally time differences in there. 120 or 120 degrees is more than 5 minutes before it'll burn somebody. So that is the safe temperature to keep your hot water. 9 times out of 10, you're mixing it at the shower with cold water anyways, or at the faucet with cold water. Especially on the single handles, they're a little easier to mix. But if you are having issues with that, or you need it set higher, if you're in a commercial situation, you need it set at 150 degrees for the commercial dishwashers, then what we do is we put a thermostatic valve on it to where it's safe. Now, what about in a regular electric water heater, something like this, where you got elements and stuff? How do you set that temperature? First of all, there's 2 thermostats on an electric water heater. You have them on the top and on the bottom. Now this I would recommend calling a plumber for. We've been trained to do it and to be able to do it while it's live to not shock ourselves. You do have 220 usually coming into that. And I'm going to show you real quick and grab it. This is the upper thermostat. And you'll see right here, there's a little white dial. That white dial actually will be sitting like that. That white dial has your temperatures. Now right now it's at extremely hot. See, it's pointed at extremely hot. So what you would do is you would just turn that dial down, and we would take it down into the A area, okay? And that would be safe, okay? Now, where it's at right there, where it says hot, you're sitting probably around 120 degrees right there. But if you set the top one at 120 degrees, you also need to set the bottom one. That's why I said it would probably be smarter to call a official plumber and have him do that for you. Those are some things that I can help you with to make sure that you're not scalding yourself. Every little gas valve might be a little different. The newer ones, the electronic ones, they have something that's similar to this, where it's, let me focus it, something similar to that, where you would turn it up. And basically what you would do at that point is you would put it on hot, okay, and not very hot. You want it just on hot. And basically that'll keep you at 120 degrees, which is safe 5 minutes before it scalds. People that are most susceptible to these burns are children, elderly individuals, and people with disabilities that got slower reflexes because they can't sense the heat and move fast enough to get out of it. So those are the people that are most prone to it. People around my age, 40, probably not going to have an issue with it as fast because their reflexes are a little faster. In the 20s, even better. But folks, this is something that could save you and your family by a simple adjustment of the valve. Make sure that if you're turning it to B, that you're having that water heater checked out. If you're needing to turn it up to B, that means that you got either high calcium buildup inside the water heater, or that your gas valve's having issues and your water heater is about ready to go, and it may be time to replace it. There's a quick fact from us. Obviously, if you have any plumbing problems, call us at Aspen Mountain Plumbing, 307-922-4413 here in the Rock Springs, Wyoming, Green River, Wyoming area. We'll come out and get the checked out for you. Have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll catch you tomorrow.